Okay, last day, day 5. Now again, I know I said this in the email, but I just want to kind of reiterate. It doesn't matter what day that you do this on. So day 1 doesn't have to be Monday, day 1 doesn't have to be Sunday, day 2 doesn't have to be Tuesday, etc., etc., etc. Just as long as you get the 5 days in, that's what I'm worried about. You are supposed to have rest days, even though you're only working out 20 minutes or so, at least until we get ramped up. Go ahead and give yourself those rest days. Or, if you're feeling good, you can do extra stuff on those days. Just make sure you at least get these 5 workouts in and give yourself at least 1 rest day, okay? Alright, so this first one that we're going to do, and also, on any of these days, if you have extra time and you want to, you can always do more time on the elliptical, do more of the like the full body plyometric stuff that we're doing. That would be the squat thrusts, the burpees, the jumping jacks. If you do more of those or more of the elliptical, that's going to give you that extra cardio burn, extra calorie burn, all that stuff. You can always do more sets of any of the exercises to reach that time limit that you need. All of it's going to be beneficial, but this is just kind of the skeleton. If you get this in, you have a good workout. If you do more, you have an even better workout. Okay, so day 5, we'll get right into it. The first exercise, this is kind of like the lunges in the sense that it's simple yet complicated. Excuse me while I take a drink of water. Remember, hydration is key. I thought it probably didn't. It didn't though. Okay. Deadlifts. Alright, so go ahead and just take those weights. For this one, honestly, you can use your weights. You can use anything essentially that you can pick up and just hold. So if you find that the weights aren't heavy enough for you, that's fine. But just remember, this exercise is kind of subtle in the sense that you don't necessarily feel it right away. Because what it does is it essentially works the lower back and the hamstrings. And you'll feel a stretch in your hamstrings. That's undeniable. But you won't necessarily feel anything in your lower back like you would, say, like when you're doing curls. You can tell that your biceps are working. This one you don't necessarily feel that way until, say, the next day or the day after. But what you're going to do, let whatever you're holding just hang in front of you, okay? So if it's the weights, let them hang in front of you. Pull those shoulders back as much as you can. And again, you're just going to hinge at the hips, okay? And that's what we're looking for right there. And then you're going to come back up. So you're hinging at the hips, your upper body is falling forward, your butt is going out. Naturally, when you do that, your knees are going to bend a little bit. So you see how pull up my shorts a little bit so you can see it better. So this is what we're looking at right here. Okay. So we're not doing the squat. We're just letting our knees bend a little bit because that's what our body wants to do. And we're coming back up. We're keeping that back straight, that chest up. Okay? Very subtle movement. It seems simple, but you really do have to think about it. Give yourself those mental cues. Okay. I think my computer just hibernated on me for some reason, but okay, we're still here. So give yourself those mental cues. Okay, are my knees bent too much? Is my back straight? Is my chest up? Is my butt going out? All that. Think about it as you're doing it so that you're actually getting the right workout. Okay? This is actually an advanced movement because there is so much to think about. Excuse me. It's something that we typically don't give our clients until we've been working with them a little bit on that hip hinge that we do with the squat, that kind of thing. Once they perfect that, then we move on to the deadlift, but I have faith that you can figure it out. Okay, next thing we're going to do, bicycles, alright? So, you might already know what these are, but just in case. They're similar to it's like a combination of the crunch and the leg lift and adding a little twist. So you're going to get down on your back, hands behind your head, knees up. You're going to twist to one side. Okay? So you're staying crunched up the whole time, like that, getting all of this working. Your legs are up and your legs are actually moving in and out. That's getting the lower abs. And then you're twisting, which is actually hitting those obliques. It's great overall core / ab workout. Okay. Ooh, happy feet. Let's see, what did I do? I think I did this for a time. Okay. So, happy feet. I'm going to be a little gentle on this because it's getting kind of late and there's a family below me. But what you can do, we're doing this for 30 seconds. So what you can do is you can actually just kind of get down in that squat and then just move those feet up and down as fast as you can, okay? That's what you want to do. Just boom, 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 30 seconds. Don't stop, don't stop. Go as fast as you can. Something you can do to kind of make it a little bit tougher, hold these weights in the air, however you want to do it. Boom, same thing. Okay, so you got those 4-pound weights. You should be able to do that after a while, but you can start off with just the happy feet where you're just going, okay? All right. Band shuffles, okay. So this day is a little bit less of the intensity and a little bit more of the corrective exercise. So what you want to do is you want to take that band, pull it up so there's some tension on it. Get yourself some sort of pathway. Okay. So I'll start here. Actually, I'm going to start over here so you can actually see my feet. Okay. You're going to start here. Feet together. You're going to step out and bring that other foot back in. What I want you to remember though, when you're bringing this foot back in, you're fighting it back in. Okay? So you're not letting the band just push it back in. You're actually fighting the resistance. Boom. Step back out. Fight that back in. Step out. Fight it back in. Okay? And then go the other direction. Otherwise, we're not going to hit any of the muscles on your other leg. Okay? Boom. Again, this is pretty low intensity stuff, but it's very important corrective exercise stuff. The bicycles, high intensity, but the deadlifts, it's not a high intensity workout. It's more about getting good form with the hip hinge, working those hamstrings and that sensitive lower back that so many people have, and then the band shuffles again. More of a corrective exercise thing. Gonna hit that the glute medius on each side and just get those hips moving. Okay, and then these two next exercises actually are the same thing. Very corrective exercise, but what it does is so many of us are kind of formed like this. This is an exaggeration, obviously, but the shoulders come way forward, and that definitely affects our posture in a lot of ways. So what we do is we have a couple exercises we can do to kind of pull those shoulders back. One of them we did on day 4. That's that rear flies. Okay, boom, we're doing this. We're pulling those shoulders back. Now we're going to take these. So take your band, get yourself some sort of distance apart where you're feeling some resistance. Okay, and you're going to keep those arms straight, just like that, and you're just going to pull apart. Okay. Again, this isn't high intensity. You're not going to necessarily, get all fatigued from this. You will eventually if you do enough of them, because this sort of motion exhausts very easily, but it's not the high intensity like the squat to shoulder press or any of the other stuff that we did. Okay? And just do that. That's going to help pull those shoulders back. Next, get into that formation like you're doing the curls. This. Keep those arms right there. Again, get yourself that space, and you're going to pull back. Just keep those elbows locked in your side. Pull straight back. Okay, you'll notice when you do that, what happens is your shoulders come back, and that chest comes out. And we're essentially just improving the flexibility of our shoulders so that we can actually come back, and instead of standing like this, now we have good posture because our shoulders are back and it's natural. Okay? 5 minutes on the elliptical and you're done for the week. Again, This is just a skeleton. If you do what I laid out, you'll have a good workout each day. Um, but you can always add more depending on your time, depending on how you're feeling. And you can always add another day. And if you want to repeat a day during the week, or if you just want to spend a day and say, hey, you know what, I'm just going to do cardio today, you can do all elliptical, you can do elliptical and more of the plyometric stuff that we've been talking about. Whatever you want to do. You can do Wii Fit. Do Wii Fit for a day. Do this every other day, and then one day do Wii Fit, and then the 7th day you're going to take off. So I think that's all I have for you. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to call, email, whatever. I'm here for you. And we'll do this for probably until I see you at Christmas, and then I can kind of see how you're doing, and we can set up more stuff. We can change the intensity, the volume, all that kind of stuff. But right now, let's start with this, see how you're doing around Christmas time, and then we'll adjust from there, okay? I love you all, and I will see you soon.